Let's do this. Hello there, chums. Right, well, there we go. Just getting a bit comfortable. Right, so I'm in the NMSA hub, and I'm still looking for a freaking Diplo. So let's unlock that. Which way am I got to go? Let's bring that up. Galactic Center. Yeah, we can go that way. That's kind of going the wrong way. Yep, we want to stay inside the hub if we can help it. So here we go. We're looking for a new area of space. Ooh, I just saw one for promising. We'll go there. It has water, so yeah, let's go there. It'd be nice to find something like E3 standard, wouldn't it? A lot of the Diplo planets that I've found so far haven't got water. Well, I've only found like 2. Only one I've got a base on. That was my explosive Diplo farm, where I called the Diplo Godzilla. Yeah, so it would be cool to find a Diplo planet that has water to try and recreate that magic of E3. But anyway, let's bring this up on here, because just in case that chat has just stopped. Oh, what up? We've got Kyle Studder. Hello there, Kyle. Hello there, my friend. There you go. Salutamundo, Kyle. Hello there. He just says, hi, Captain. Oh, we've got to rescue a freighter by the looks of things. Awesome. Well, let's do that quickly. What the heck's going on there? What are all those little black things underneath it? That's different. Okay. Here we go. I think it's because they're coming through the rings of the planet, isn't it? Okay, well, let's get this out. Yeah. Why is it not giving me my little round receptacle? Okay, well, we'll just do this as a guided missile. Pow! Die! Yeah, that worked. Awesome. Then we'll swap round to this one. And let's just go kill these manually then. Pow! Take that, you. He's down. Pow, pow! He's down. Oh, there's another one there. Take that, you. Dispatching these fairly quickly. There's another one. Where are you? No. Hello there, Techno. Hello, Techno. Dutch 66. Awesome. Just finished a day's work at the NHS. Nice one, Techno. Awesome. I didn't know that you worked for the NHS, Techno. That's news to me. My missus works at the NHS. She's a cardio nurse. What do you do for the NHS, Mr. Techno? Take this, take that, take that! Pow, you're dead. Another one. Here we go. These will be rolling into accident and emergency any second now, Mr. Techno. They're like mass injuries. Courtesy of CaptainSteve. There we go. Done. Is that all of them dead? Hopefully they're all dead. Oh no, it's still marking as one left. We're going to use a rocket. That's a bit chancy. Did I get him? I think I did. We'll try again. Pow! Got him that time. He's dead. Awesome. There we go. Oh, this looks like a cabbage green and blue freighter. So go inside. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look. Oh, your first day as a hospital porter. Well, that's a fantastic job to have in the hospital. My friend Ali used to do that. And yeah, he got a lot of satisfaction out of that. And met a lot of interesting people. I'm going in between wards. You know, they've been looking at the ward the whole freaking time. In bed. When they get wheeled around the hospital, that's probably the only time they've got to see something other than the freaking ceiling. So, yeah, a lot of the time, they really do like being wheeled around by a porter. It's an awesome job. Well done, you. Barbara Blias. Hello there, Barbara. Hello there. Hi there, Steve. We have at least 4 Diplo planets. Oh, okay, nice. Well, I don't have any in the NMSA hub yet, and I really would like to find a Diplo planet. If you're good at finding Diplos or have a method for finding Diplos, please drop us a DM or something on how to find the dang things. Let's see what this guy says. Okay, yeah, we're going to decline that. I could have scanned it from downstairs, couldn't I? And I could have just gone for the other reward instead. I mean, I could have guessed his freighter's going to be in bad order. He's got a missing ear. Okay, here we go. Let's go through here. Request payment instead. Thank you. Awesome. Chromatic metal. That always comes in use. Yeah, goodbye. You see him just standing there waving. I think he knew that I'd be turning that down. Yep. Hamid Panda. Good evening all. Well, good evening, Hamid Panda. Welcome along. Welcome along. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, well, guys, I've actually posted out Pete Bremble's biome box. So, yeah, I'll be having to look into the list and find out who's is next for next month. But, yeah, I'll be in contact with one of my pages. Oh, look, there's an exotic over there that's just flown in. That's a nice exotic for this system. Nice. Okay, that is pretty darn cool, isn't it? Well, I might be able to, if I get that over to the right of my screen like that, I can use that as a thumbnail for this image, because that is lovely. I'm liking the detailing on this upper wing. That is so cool, isn't it? That gold inlay with a little curl at the top. Frickin' posh, that. I wonder what happens when it flies off. I wonder where that wing goes. It's probably going to go to the underside, isn't it? But that is so cool. I'm liking that a lot. I'm liking the colour as well. I got stuck behind a freaking wall there. But there's the location code in the bottom right, left-hand corner. Sorry, chums. All the way down there. Oh, down there. If you want this ship. And that's where you can find it. That is beautiful. That'll really set off somebody's collection. Not mine. Okay. Hello all. Oh, Cosmic Race. Hello there. Hello there, Cosmic Race. Beeble Bum. How's everyone doing? Hello, Beeble Bum Go. So, yeah, if you haven't checked out Beeble Bum Go, he's got a freaking awesome channel, and Techno has got a new channel, so check out Techno. He's putting out content quite regularly, so that's pretty cool. So that was worth saving that freighter, wasn't it? We found ourselves a nice little cheeky exotic sitting inside there. That was quite good. Well, hopefully, chums, if my luck stays this good this episode, we might find a Diplo. We might. That's a bit of a tease. We might. But, oh, Thunder. Welcome aboard, Thunder. Hello there, Steve. Well, hello there, Thunder. And Vanilla. Hello there, Dutch. Hello there, guys. Hello all. And, yeah, I had a bit of a weird experience today, James. I put live my multi-tool video. Now, in the multi-tool video, it was a multi-tool that's been sent to me by one of my watchers. And he was like, Captain Steve, you know, I found this awesome experimental multi-tool. And I went to have a look at said experimental multi-tool. For me, it was a frickin' rifle. However, you know, on the comms balls it says, if you don't see the experimental, warp out and warp back in, and hopefully you see the experimental. The funny thing is I keep seeing this frickin' same multi-tool in loads of different cabinets in the station. I've seen it in about 3 different systems now. That same style, but with a different name. So I don't know where it's picking up my multi-tool from, but I think I've got a bugged system when it comes to multi-tool spawning. And I think a lot of other people have got like a problem with their multi-tool spawning as well. Some people... Did you see that? There was a big frickin' red hauler there, and it just glitched and changed into a black one. What the fudge is going on? That was frickin' red, and now it's changed to black. I'm going to go and inspect this. Hello there, my friend. We've got some odd goings on here. Right, okay, so make offer on lifeform ship. I think I'm going to have somebody ringing the doorbell in a minute. That looks frickin' awesome in black, but I don't think that's black. I think it's frickin' red, because it was red a second ago. Yeah, I've got somebody ringing my frickin' doorbell, which interrupts my frickin' phone. Fudge off. There we go. Yeah, that's for my missus. My missus should pick that up. I've got so many weird bugs happening in No Man's Sky just recently, chums. Multi-tool spawning, first ship spawn. So a lot of my videos that I've put out there about, you know, freaking first spawn ships or exotic ships, people turn up and they find a completely different ship as a spawn ship or something. You know, it's like yeah, it's weird. But that ship just changed freaking colour right there and then. So there's a lot of bugs that happen in No Man's Sky. There really is. And it's starting to get to me a little bit, chums. I know I shouldn't let it. It's a sandbox game and bugs are expected. But we're 5 years in. And they're new bugs. They're not old bugs. They're bugs that have been recently freaking created. Okay, so let's scan this. Let's go. It just seems to be that the more that they add in, the more buggy it seems to get. And I remember a little while ago Sword saying, you know, be careful what you wish for. They put all this stuff in, it would just break your iteration. He wasn't far wrong. So part of me wonders whether I should just stop asking for more and just consider that sometimes less is more. You know what I mean? Or, I mean, the person went and had a look for this multi-tool. Or if you check out my latest video and have a look at the comments, it's actually like, you've created a clickbait video. I'm like, no, I used the screenshot that the person sent me whose multi-tool it was. I even thanked them and showed it. But yeah, it was like, it's a clickbait one, it's pathetic, it's blah blah blah. And I'm like, no, it's not me, it's Hello Games' fault. Well, there we go. Let's have a quick look. I mean, if I did use the one I found, and then somebody gets there and it's an exotic, I'd be having the same argument but with somebody else. Okay, yeah, the bugs seem to follow me, they really do. Right, okay, so sorry about that. I'm going to have to catch up with the chat now because that doorbell interrupted my video feed. Right, okay, cool. There's just a lot of hellos and how are you? PSN Network is also seriously messy. Yeah, well, I keep getting this chat freeze, hence why I've got it down there as well. But at the moment, I can't read the bottom corner because I left my move controllers there again. Cosmic Race, I've always started a new save whenever a new update comes out. Seems to work. Cosmic Race, that's probably the best shout. I do that when there's been a big update. So each summer update, I've done it pretty much. I didn't do it from Next and Beyond, though, tell the truth. I mean, I did it, I got rid of my legacy save when they dropped Next. Okay, hello there, guy. How are you? Oh, we found our first real-looking dino. Now, he's pretty damn sweet, isn't he? Let's have a look at him in the Discoveries page. Oh, okay. I thought he was pretty damn sweet. I thought he had a different head than that. Okay, let's go and have a better look at him, because although it doesn't have that frickin' head, it has a lovely head. Okay, there must be two versions of this creature on the planet. One with an evil, ugly head, and one with this really cute, lovely little head. It looks almost like dog met. I don't know what that is on his head. It almost looks like it's got some sort of leech stuck to its head. But yeah, there we go. We've got a dino-looking creature anyway. I thought that was a frickin' bird then. Frickin' big bird. Right, okay, oh, there's some birds. Now we'll get those scanned. Fauna discovery. We've got 2 down already. But neither are diplos. Nope. Right, now I don't know about you guys, but I'm coming across these birds that have all got this same frickin' face. I'm about to upload a video, and 3 of the 4 birds that I find in that video have got that exact same head. Yeah. Right, okay, cool, awesome. Right, Hazuki Dojo. Evening there, Captain Steve. Well, evening there, Hazuki Dojo. Hazuki Dojo, I was just talking about multi-tools and the problems that I've been having getting different ones all the time. People keep sending me multi-tools to feature. Hey, spotlight this one. I found it in the NMSA hub. I go there. I see a completely different frickin' multi-tool. It's happening so often. I've tried reloading. I've tried warping. I've tried everything that I normally would. And, yeah, it's not great. Even one of yours I went to look at, Hazuki, and rather than being 24 slotted was 23. It still looked okay, but it changed from an S class to an A class and lost a slot. And, you know, you'd gone through loads of different stations to go and find that multi-tool, and for me it was different. It just seems to be me. I'm frickin' plagued with frickin' bugs. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, with the next reset I'll be maybe starting a new save from scratch, and hopefully some of these bugs will go with it. I do report them to the Zendesk, but then how do you report that one? The multi-tools seem to just shuffle on their own being. And another thing that I keep seeing, chums, is these little pug heads on creatures. These haven't got the pug head. This is a different sort of head. Oh my god, that one looks like it's in serious pain. Man, I just want to put these ones out of their misery. They look like they've just eaten something they shouldn't have. Poor little guys. Like constant face of diarrhea or constipation or something in between. That's not good. Right. Yeah, hi Techno. What we got here? Beeblebump. The bugs just seem to get worse since last 2 weeks, so I feel there might be a problem with the Hello Game servers. Could be in need of some maintenance. Yeah, that could be a good shout. Oh my god, even creatures are bugged. The Atlas is telling us something. Heck yes. There seems to be something weird. Tons of games have issues for sure. Yeah, totally Thunder. If you would have reloaded that cabinet a couple of times, that multi-tool probably would have shown up. You're probably right. But you know what? You shouldn't have to do all this tomfoolery. You shouldn't have to do 101 workarounds to get a frickin' multi-tool to appear in a frickin' cabinet. It was never a problem pre the mechs or pre-living ships. For me, it seems to be a relatively new issue. I could happily jump to one of Hazuki Dojo's videos and know that what I see is what I'm going to get. And now, that's just not the case. That's just not the case at all anymore, chums, and it's kind of soul-destroying. In a roundabout way. When you put content out there and then somebody comes back to you, you know what, your content's cack, you shouldn't be putting stuff up like that, that's clickbait. It's a real pain because you put a lot into it. Oh, I'm liking him. He's a true dino, isn't he? That's a true Rex, that one. That is probably one of the best examples of a T-Rex that I've seen. He is lovely. I like him. He's cool. Yep, we'll be naming these soon, chum, so I might be coming to you for some names. We'll read their little bios and we'll see what comes up. But I'm not seeing any mega fauna here. Now let's have a look how many fauna are on this planet. Oh, well, there are 15. But, yeah, common flying. That's strange to have 2 more flyers, even though that I've found a flyer. So there's 3 flying creatures on this planet. Usually there's only 2. I mean, that does bug me a little when there are patterns that you can sort of like predict with 2 flyers on every planet. There'll be 1 underground creature and the rest are going to be a mixture of common, whatever. But to see that there's 3, that's kind of interesting. Now, they've probably all gone to sleep now. A lot of creatures don't come out in the night time. So I might fly to another planet in this system, but we might have to come back here and visit the light side of the planet and have a little bit more of a butcher's. But let's just take off from here anyway. Let's see what else is in the system. How many planets are in this system? There are 3 planets in this system. Lovely. Okay, well, let's take off. Just a word of advice, do not build on the ground on small islands. Seems terrain elevates when you're building on one. Captain Steve knows what I'm talking about. Thunder has built an amazing base, chums. He's built like a little Gek Chinatown, and it's one of the nicest builds I've ever come across. It is fantastic. He's used light panels, he's used glitching techniques and non-glitching techniques and blended them seamlessly to make a beautiful little town that's got so much character and personality. When you're walking around it, there's things to harvest pretty much at every other step, and there's things of interest at every other step. It's just beautifully planned out and laid out. I love it. And I went there, and half of it is sunken under the ground, so I can't get through the doors to go inside the buildings properly, unless they've got like a second floor, then I can get into the downstairs. But then I can't get out the front door again, I have to go all the way back the way I've come. It's the actual game engine that's ruined his base, not the actual base itself. But yeah, like he says there, apparently if you build on an island and you don't elevate your base from the island surface, you could end up losing about 2 foot of your base. So you know the planter trays, which you put plants in, basically the actual floor level comes up to the top of the planter tray where the actual plant sits, so it looks like the plant's coming out the ground. It actually looks quite good for those, and it looks great for the actual landing pad, because you can't even see the landing pad, you just see the little panel that's sticking out the ground. It looks fantastic, but it's not the desired effect. And I've done a showcase of his base. I was going to put the video live, but because it doesn't do his base justice, we decided to take it down. And I might have to wait until he can invite me to his iteration, and hopefully I'll be able to see his base how it should be, and then I'd feature it then. But it is awesome. It is really, really, really good. I'm not just saying that, it's freaking mind-blowing. His base is great. Thunder, I know you like doing your screenshots, but why not do like a little photo medley of your base, or even do little video clips of your base and put them up on Twitter in minute sections, a little guided tour of your base and how it should look on Twitter. Showcase your own base. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll retweet it out for you. But yeah, you need to share it with the world, because what you've done there is freaking ace. I love all your little Chinese glyphs that you've made out of numbers and stuff, using the decals. It's such a good idea. I think your base tour, if you do a base tour of your base, it would give so many people ideas. I mean, it's given me a shed load of ideas. I want to build one of my own now. Okay. As Steve said, but the strange thing is, on my side of the base, it's fine as normal. It seems other players visited and bugged, but for me it's fine. Well, it might just be me, Thunder. I mean, I don't even see the right freaking multi-tools in boxes. Ships change colours before your very eyes on my save. It could just be me. I might just have a load of freaking bugs. I don't know. But it's starting to... Yeah, the game needs a full reset, like freaking Beeble just said there. It's a shame. This is turning... I don't like to say it, but No Man's Sky for me is slowly turning into a little bit of a buggy, sort of mixed up mess. I mean, when we first started out with what we had on vanilla, where most of the planets you couldn't really tell what they were from space, and when you landed there was a sense of intrigue. Has it got life? Has it not got life? Fantastic. What sort of biome is it? They didn't have the set biomes really per se back then. You could kind of tell what biome it might be from some of the hazards that you might encounter. But when I watched all the pre-release footage back, I'm like, we've lost so much. We've gained a lot, But along with the gains, we've gained some very sort of carbon cut and paste type jobs. I mean, it's like this ice planet that I'm on now. It's very similar to every other ice planet. Okay, oh, we've got like a stegosaur type creature here, chums. And I'm seeing a lot of these creatures that have got these sort of like plates on their back. And yeah, you know, not the stegosaur plates, but this bit that's sort of curvy-wurvy, almost like it's got a snail's shell. I do like these feet though. Those feet are quite cool. They almost look frog-like, but it hasn't got a frog type. It doesn't sort of both legs at the back should go at the same time if it's a frog. So it's like jumping, and you don't see that. Although in the pre-release footage you saw a few creatures that had that sort of animation. So it's like some of the wireframes or the animation frames are actually lost, not just the creature models. Okay, but some of the animation steps, which is odd, very odd. Okay, Bibarbarius, if they did reset, we'd better at least make videos of our favourite builds and save them. Well, that's the thing. If you have made videos, they've been immortalised. Yeah. Sadly not, Beeble. I'm part of the NMSA MSL hub at the centre of Euclid. Built there. I told Steve I'd do one similar in his hub soon. Nice one. Yeah, I know you're making your way over to my hub at the moment, Mr. Thunder. It'd be great to have you aboard. And if you do build another one of those little Gek Chinatowns, yeah, that'd be freaking ace if you built something like that there. But I know that took you weeks. You know, I don't really want to ask something that grandiose of you, sir. But that would be freaking epic if you did. Or even if it was like, you know, just a couple of little Chinese houses. It doesn't have to be the full freaking town. Now these are awesome beasts, aren't they? Look at that. That's quite magnificent and majestic. I'm liking the antlers on him. He's a beastie. Oh, I'm liking that. However, that said, I came across one of these things with the nose, but it wasn't as big. It wasn't as beautiful. But it still had the split tail. It was almost identical to this, but without the horns or the back plates. Yeah. I was thinking that after the mech dropped, I was thinking that they've changed a few things about this iteration. It's like you see the texture right here at the moment on this hill. You can clearly see all these little dots and stuff, which is a patternation that if I go somewhere else, you're not going to see that. Yeah, over here. Actually, no, I'm seeing it frickin' everywhere now. That's bizarre, isn't it? That's that can't be right. Okay. It's like the textures aren't layering properly for me. I don't know. I'm just seeing No Man's Sky through slightly different eyes now. After I've been watching Scott Gust's modded videos and also PT and his modded gameplay, and seeing that every single planet does have the potential to be very different from one another, and you don't see jarring patterns, it almost makes me wonder why have they gone for these very 5 set individual biome types, as well as 13 exotic planet types which give you different trophies but have very similar props. I mean, after you've visited all 13 of those biome planets, how many people go back there and visit those exotic biomes unless you want something nice for base building? I know I don't. But yeah, that's odd. I've never get that pattern. No, well, over here it's gone. You know, over here it started layering correctly. However, you see how the grass just popped in just there all of a sudden. I honestly think there's something wrong either with my PlayStation or the coding that's gone out in the mech update, because I'm seeing a lot of subtle changes that have really changed things for me, which is not in a good way. Not all of them in a good way. Some in a good way and some not in a good way. But yeah, not so good. Righty-ho, so I don't think there's going to be any Diplos on this planet. I mean, I've already discovered... Oh, there's only 5 creatures to be had on this planet. And I found a turtle, I found a deer, but I'm not finding many others. Rare ground. It has potential to be a Diplo. But yeah, it's just not... The Diplos that I'd like to find are like the planets that are rich in Diplos, you know? You would have thought that if there was one on here, I would have come across it by now. It's like if I went to my explosive Diplo farm, I'll show you what I mean. They're frickin' everywhere. It's awesome. Or if I go to my New Lenin base, New Lenin has got some beautiful Diplos on there. I mean, I could jump to those 2 bases if you guys would like to see Diplos. But yeah, this planet hasn't got any by the looks of things. Or if it has, they're very frickin' elusive. Right. Okay, well, we're calling the ship. We'll go to the other planet in this system. We'll just check out the third planet and see what the third planet's like. I mean, as far as frost worlds go, at least this one's got an abundance of grass patches. It's got some fairly decent-looking rock formations. But the trees, they're done. They're done to death, them ones. Okay, let's head on off. Yeah, we really need a terrain generation update. And one that fixes all the bugs. I totally agree there, Cosmic Race. I really do. Techno, I'm collecting exotic glitches for my rave cave. Nice, Techno. I did do a video on my old channel where I gave out portal locations for all the exotic different types of planet. I didn't port it over. And that one's an airless world. So we'll go land on the airless world anyway. Go check that out. Oh, sorry about that. I got hiccups all of a sudden. Great. Okay, I can't explore because it's now repetitive. So I do base building, as I enjoy that too. But then my base is broken for other players. So what do? Thank God I have loads of other games to play. Yeah, don't get me wrong. The game is a work of art, but there are too many patterns in planetary variation that becomes a chore to even explore now. You know what? I've been doing... I'm on episode 3 of my Diplo hunt, and I'm going to put live the version 3 of my Diplo hunt, hopefully in the next 24 hours. And you would see, yeah, just how much repetition I see. I go to a system where there's 2 gamma planets in the same system, and I fly one to the other. And there's very little change between the 2 planets. And even the creatures that I find there are very similar, especially the flying creatures. The faces on all 3 of the flying creatures that I found are exactly the same, slightly different textures. And yeah, I was bitterly sort of disappointed with what I've got so far. Okay, right, so let's land here for a second. And I quite like the airless planets. Only for one reason. I like to be able to look up and see the stars. It looks fantastic, that. You know, that makes a decent screenshot just on its own. It'd be nice to land on some planets that don't have an atmosphere per se, but still, that just don't have clouds, so you can see the stars. That'd be quite cool. Or very thin cloud layers, so you can see through them and see the stars. That'd be sweet. But yeah, there's just too much repetition, to be honest. There's not really many alien feeling planets, and there's nothing to say, look what I've just found. I've just found an awesome planet. There's just none of that anymore. Okay, so the shizzle. Hello there, chaps. The shizzle. The shizzle-nizzle. Hello, the shizzle-nizzle. Andrew Miller. Base building used to seem boring in comparison to exploring. Now it's the opposite, and I yearn for those old days of endless exploration. Andrew Miller, 100% agree with you. 100% agree. And I've done a lot of base visits just lately, chums, and a lot of those bases, as I've been walking around them, I've fallen through parts. It's why I use camera mode so often, because I get stuck. I fall through staircases. I fall through floor panels. I visited funders, and I could hardly move around. It's not the same anymore. It's just not the same game anymore. Yeah. And that's why I started putting other games on my channel and started moving away slightly, because at the moment I just don't know what's going on. It's just turned into a buggy mess that I don't recognise anymore. I mean, I still like flying from planet to planet. The whole thing's awesome. It's great in VR. But yeah, it's just lost a little bit of its magic now. It's lost some of its soul and heart, which is I'm really sorry to say it. It's just hurts to say it, because I love this game. I love the idea of it. It's got so much potential, but it's a bit lackluster now. Right, okay, so let's go into here. And let's go into the Fauna discoveries. I mean, it's brought in a lot more players somehow. And maybe I'm just not of that player base anymore. I don't know. Right, okay, so we need to name this guy. Let's have a look here. Brain hemispheres not linked. Poor chap. Okay, what shall we call this guy? I'm going to call this guy... Let's have a look, see if there's any cool names in the chat. But you know what? I think because he's got this sort of like punky type hairstyle and he looks quite funky, I'm going to call him Techno. He's going to be Techno. Techno Rex. Yep, Techno Rex. There we go. Techno Rex. Lovely. Techno-Rex. Lovely jubbly. Right, we've got this little chap. Now this is one that looks like it's in constant freaking pain. Yeah, I think I might have to well, yeah. I don't know what to call this dude. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. See if there's one in here that could work with this. You know what, I'm going to call him Beeble Bum, because he does look like his backside is about to explode. So there we go, Beeble Bum. Oh no, what have I done? Beeble... Bum! There we go, Beeble Bum. Sweet! Okay, right, next one. What have we got here? Oh, that's... yeah, that's quite a lovely one. Hydrophobic, so he doesn't like water. Is that a thing? Okay. Well, if he's hydrophobic, electricity doesn't mix with water, does it? So I'm gonna call this one Thunder, because when you have thunder, you've got lightning, haven't you? So there we go, Thunder. Dum da dum 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 da dum. Okay, so this one here. Oh my god, Baghead. I didn't even see that version of him, but that is freaking hit. Look at the fingers. That's freaking hideous. Okay, no, I've just called it hideous now, so calling this after somebody in here is not going to do me any freaking favours, is it? You know what? I'm going to call it Cosmic Race, just because it looks like it belongs to a cosmic race. You know, that looks as alien freaking gets. It's no slant on you, Cosmic. It just looks like it's part of a cosmic race. Yeah. Okay, so there we go, Cosmic Race. In fact, I'll just call him Cosmic. There we are, Cosmic. Right, so we've got no others on there, so let's go on to the other planet again. Diddly-dee. Was it that one? No, that's what I'm on now. We want this one. I quite liked this planet in a roundabout way. I like the two faunas that we found already. Right, okay, so this one nests in blue foliage. Okay, well, we did see blue foliage, so that's probably a given. Okay, so nests in blue foliage. Has somebody got a nice blue icon other than Techno? I got Richard Hertz. He hasn't really got an icon. Hazuki. We'll go for Hazuki. That's a nice name for him. It almost looks like it's got a bazoo sort of built into his nose, and Hazuki kind of sounds that way. So Hazuki, bazooki. You know what I mean? Hazuki. There we are. Shkapow. And this guy. What? He did not have that sort of gnarly curly horns on his head when we saw him, but he did have those cool feet. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Zener Zulu. Ooh, I might call him Zulu with those curly gnarly... Yeah, why not? Let's call him Zulu. Here we go, Zulu. Nice one. Zulu. Sweet. There we are. It's good that you guys have got some awesome sounding names, because that works quite well for the creatures of this planetary system. Right, and I think I'll just name this actual system NMSA, and we'll just call it what it already is. Itu Sun... Oh, Sun Oka. Nice. Kapow! And then I just upload the rest. There you go. Kapow! Done! Sweet, the planets can keep their old names. Lovely jubbly. Hello there, Swords. So Swords here, is he? Okay, my chat's frozen a little bit there. But there we go. So we've got some interesting names there. Thank you, chat. Can't explore. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I've scrolled too far up. Hello there, Sword. Hello there, Coven. Beloved Saviour. Ah, I have your base video. It's unlisted at the moment. I have shared it out with my members and yourself. I sent you a link to it so you can see it early. I've got to do all the tags for that, but I will be putting your video live very soon, Mr. A Beloved Saviour. So, yeah, look out for that one. Look out for that one. Righty-ho. Okay, well, let's jump in the ship. And let's we'll jump to another system. We'll see if we get some better luck in another system. Something I didn't do is, did I check the multi-tool cabinet? Yes, I did check the multi-tool cabinet. It was the first thing I freaking did, wasn't it? I think, after I rescued the freighter. Yes, I did, because it had a really terrible multi-tool in it that I've seen countless times. That's the one. Okay, so here we go. Let's jump to another system. Developing. It has water. We'll go there. Okay, awesome. Dum da dum, da diddly dee. Does anyone think Hello Games will drop some update info soon? Dutch, I honestly think, you know, we had those two tweets out from Sean Murray in quick succession, and one was with freighters and the other one was with frigates. I think we might be getting a smaller sort of update, which is frigate and freighter orientated. Just as a guess, but I don't think we're going to get it until the Quicksilver Merchant hits about 100%. And I think that's probably not going to happen at this rate till at least mid-May. So yeah, yeah, I'm hoping that we get some sort of update around then, but I'm hoping that it just comes with a load of polish and bug fixes. I've sent a few to the Zendesk, and hopefully they're going to get picked up. I didn't see how many planets. Oh my freaking god! How many planets? 1, 2, 6 planets! Oh, what a cool system! Oh, that's excellent. The chances of finding a Diplo in one system has just rapidly jumped. Okay, well, where's the station? Let's go check out the station. Oh, this is going to be interesting, isn't it? Let's go to the station. This might turn into a 2-hour stream, chums. Yeah, we might just go and search every single one of these frickin' planets. This could be fun. I don't really do 2-hour streams all that often, but you know, it's lockdown. We may as well go and have a quick look around, mightn't we? And go and fully explore each of these. Have a look. Well, when I say fully explore, I don't stay on planets long. I really don't. I have a quick look to see if they've got a frickin' Diplo, then I'm on my way. But there are some planets inside the in the galactic hub where New Lenin is that have got neighbouring planets and systems that have Diplos, and they don't show up straight away. You have to search for a good like half an hour to an hour to get a Diplo to show up on some of these planets. They're not just littered all over the place like some of the other planets that I've come across. I mean, before I end off, if I remember, I'll show you my explosive Diplo farm where I have got some Diplos, but it's not in the NMSA hub, sadly. Oh, okay, so we've got another tiny one of these little weird multi-tools. Look at that! Dude, that's not even a C class. That should get a frickin' F. That's for effing useless. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's head on off. Yeah, I've got better pocket knives with that sort of with better stats than that. Let's go. Right, sword, nice. 2 hours. Yeah, may as well go look at all 6 of these planets. Extended lunches. I'm sure some people are getting away with that at the moment with this lockdown. I mean, I've been working with my laptop on my lap with my TV on, so it's a lot easier to work and lurk now. Okay, so let's head on down. Cool. Ivy's just popped in. I think she's found a bug to feed to my frogs. Nice one. You want to say hello, Ivy?
Wait a minute. There's a bug killing my plant.
Cool.
So the frog can have it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there's my camera there if you wanna jump on and give a wave. There she is. There's Ivy. There you go. Yeah, Thunder just said hi. There we go. Cool. She's lovely, isn't she, my missus? Right, okay, so let's have a quick look around on this. What? I didn't even look at what this was. So it's a starbulb world. It says here flora is abundant. So we'll have a look around and see if we can find this. Oh, was that flora I looked at, not fauna? Fauna, intermittent. Oh, okay. Alright, so we might not find them for a while, and we've landed on the wrong side of the planet, really. We could do with this being daytime. It has gone midnight. It will be getting light in a bit, so we can always hold off. Wonder what this planet does look like in the daylight, though. Oh, it's very Earth-like, isn't it? Very Earth-like. Cool. Okay, so yeah, we could look around here and see if we can find any creatures in the night. But like I say, a lot of the creatures, they don't spawn in until the daylight. It would be nice to have different creatures that are nocturnal come out at night. Like a sub-list or something. Well, yeah. Okay, cool. Hi, Ivy. That spaceship looks cool, like R2-D2 in the back. I know, right? It's so... I really love it. It looks like it's a mixture of free CPO and R2-D2 at the same time. It's called the Anvil of Destiny. If you want one, just type Anvil of Destiny into YouTube, and I've done a video on where I found it and how you can find one as well. Yeah, it's a great little ship. I love it. It's very different to anything else that I've seen people flying around in. So yeah, I like it because it's very individual. Okay, cool. And thanks for that shizzle. Nice one. Right, I could take off and fly to the light side of the planet, I guess, but I think it should get light any times. Well, about another 4 minutes, maybe. Right, I'll tell you what. We'll just get the ship and we'll just fly to the opposite side of the planet. Come here, ship. Meow. Because yeah, I'm not seeing the creatures, and if they are a little bit shy, then it doesn't really help, does it? So let's jump in the ship. Let's fly to the light side of the planet. I think it's actually getting a bit. It looks like it's trying to get lighter over that way, but you know, who knows? Let's go. The nebula in this planet, this system is quite nice as well. That's quite cool. It is funny though when you land on an airless world and you start seeing all the stars, but when you're out here you don't see the stars anyway. It's bizarre, isn't it? The skybox is a bit strange. Okay, so let's go to the light side of the planet, which is over there. Okay, fair enough. Let's go. It's going to probably draw me into the station. Meow. I was watching an interview with Sean Murray the other day, and he was talking about how they decided by choice to put the planets so close together. So when people use camera mode, they get that sort of, you know, the other planets in the skybox and stuff. So you can see a ringed planet in the distance and things like that to make sci-fi type covers, rather than go for the realism of the proper distance. You know, like they've got in Star System and Elite Dangerous and other games. So it was actually a conscious choice by the art director to make things like that look as impressive. I mean, yeah, if you did have a, I mean, that does look like an alien world just because it's got that crescent, you know, and especially if you could get two in one shot, or the planet with the ring as well, you know. This game is beautiful, don't get me wrong. It really is a beautiful game. And talking about the patterns and the repetition and the other things that you see, sometimes you can see things like this, where you've got like a rock there and a tree there. It almost looks like the Windows XP background with the rolling hills, doesn't it? It's freaking beautiful. It proper is stunning. There are moments where this game takes your breath away, even after playing it for 5 years. And I guess that's why I keep coming back to it, to be fair. But then, on the other hand, a lot of this, it does, I just run past it now. I don't stop and inspect every little mini detail. I mean, when I first started playing, I was like this. With every plant that I come across, I was like, oh wow, yeah, I've got to get a picture with me by that plant. And I'll be taking a picture right there. I'll be like, bang! Oh, that looks freaking ace. You know, but I've done all that. I've done all that now. That little bit of the magic's kind of gone, because I've seen these sort of flowers and these sort of plants a lot of times, and I'm not seeing worlds that I fall in love with anymore, because I know that if I jump onto Twitter or Reddit or somewhere, somebody else has posted a picture of exactly the same sort of planet. And I bet you this frickin' bird has got exactly the same face. Oh my god. Okay, you see this little chap? Okay, alright, so if I go back to my discoveries page. Oh man. Was it this one here? Light rocks, cool dragonflies. Was it this one? Okay. No, not that one. But that had the same head. Light rocks. No, it wasn't that one. Let's try this one. Dum 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 dum. The winged honey badger. No, that's similar, but it's not exactly the same. Was it Wuhan? Yeah. Wuhan, exactly the same wings, exactly the same head. The only thing that's different is the tail end. But that is fairly freaking similar, isn't it? There's that one. And then if I go back another planet, so if I go back to Gunatip, and if I went into, I think it was air crab maybe? Rare ground, no, it wasn't that planet. I've got another one that is pretty much identical, exactly the same tail end as well. Okay, not that one. No, Fauna. Trust me, I did come across one that was Flexi. Was that him? Flexi the flyer? Yeah, he's got ears. But it's exactly the same wings, exactly the same nose, pretty much the same tail end. But yeah, I am seeing very, very, very similar frickin' fauna, and to the point where you almost see identical ones to the frickin' exact. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, this just isn't really a exploration anymore. It's just the same repetitive stuff. And yeah, I said I'd play games while I'm really enjoying them, and although I do really enjoy this, I'm not enjoying hunting for a Diplo and sharing the footage of hunting for a Diplo when I'm coming across very similar creatures. I mean, yeah, it's not enjoyable for me, and I'd imagine it's not as enjoyable for you guys, but I'm enjoying naming them, and I'm enjoying hanging out with you guys. It's just the actual content that's on the screen. For anybody watching this back that probably isn't into No Man's Sky, they're going to say, well, all the planets look the same, all the creatures look the same. I'm not selling the game very well, is what I'm getting at. Yeah, copy and paste animals from the engine being coded. That's the way it is. Well, Cactus, they used to have planets before that didn't even have animals on, and there wasn't sort of like this whole pattern thing going on. So there'd be 2 flyers, there'd be 3 water creatures and 1 large water creature, and every single ocean will have squids in it. There wasn't any of that before. This is stuff that they've done fairly recently, from Visions onwards, where they've set creatures on every freaking planet. It seems to be deliberately done, and I don't understand why it's been deliberately done. You know, not every planet in our own system has life. Why echo that in this game? It's almost like they've made this more appealing to a younger audience for some reason, to draw in a different player base. I want to go and discover and find something that people haven't found before. That was the whole draw to this game, was finding something that no one has found before, putting your name on it and saying, yeah, that I found, I'm going to make a base here, I'm going to call this home, this is freaking awesome. Or something. I mean, there wasn't bases to start out with, and I really welcome bases. Well, bases are awesome, I mean, don't get me wrong, but it's more about base building and less about exploration now. It really is. Or maybe I'm just missing the memo, because I'm doing exploration right now, looking for a Diplo, and all I'm finding is the same sort of repetitive creatures. Now that I'm observing the creatures more so than I used to, it's another thing that I'm starting to dislike. I'm being brutally honest. I loved looking for creatures in the past, and I am enjoying my hunt for a Diplo, but at the same time it's just frustrating to see that the creatures that I am finding, I'm finding frickin' everywhere. And it's nice that Diplos are so frickin' rare, because it's giving me something to strive for. But at the same time, if I'm seeing the same, I call them McGann creatures, because they've got the big fat backsides that waddle, and they just look proportionately wrong. I'm seeing that a heck of a lot. I'll show you something else that's weird as well, shall I? Let me just get my let's see. I think I've got hazard protection against cold, so let's just welly that right up. Right, let me go find a sentinel. Let me show you another bug. Where's a sentinel? Sentinel, there he is. Alright, watch this. So, if I go, I think these sentinels on this planet, for whatever reason, are aggressive. No, they're not. Right, I'll make him aggressive. Right, so I've just got his attention, right? I'm going to run away from him, okay? Now, when you run away from sentinels before, what happens? Yeah, so it goes from 1 star to 0, yeah? Well, watch what happens now. You get 2 star. I escaped. I freaking escaped. And it goes to 2 stars. Yeah? They're going to turn up in a minute. The reinforcements are going to turn up. But I've been running all this time, using my jetpack all this time. They turn up. If this was permadeath, and I didn't have that hazard protection right now, or something like that, there's a good chance I would freaking perish. Extreme cold damage detected. What? Why? Oh yeah. No, I thought my bar was still full. It's because the background's freaking blue, isn't it? Right, there we go. But now I've got to get away from them again. And when it gets down to a 0 count this time, it goes back down to a 1 star. and then another count, and then it goes back down again. So you have to run for freaking ages, even though I successfully escaped the first time. I don't know whether they've done this to you know, because you've got giant mechs now, or I don't know whether this was by design or whether this is a bug. I've reported it to the Zendesk anyway, regardless, but it's a new freaking bug. If it is a bug, I'm fairly sure it's a bug, and it stays on 0 seconds for 10 seconds. What's that all about? What the fudge is that all about? Okay, well, I've had enough of this planet. I'm going to get off this planet because it's really not pleasant. Sweet. So, yeah. Although I said that I'd do 2 hours, I don't think I can stomach 2 hours. Because I'm annoying myself. I'm annoying myself and I'm just moaning. And I'm probably not in the right mood to be playing. I don't know. I've just ordered Red Dead Redemption. I'm going to jump onto Red Dead Redemption, but I think I'm going to give No Man's Sky... What? Why? Why? I escaped again. You see, there's just too many bugs. There's just too many bugs for me to entertain this now. It's just ridiculous. And now I've got to contend with Sentinels coming at me. Awesome. Well, we're trying to escape those. Let's see if that goes up to a freaking 2 count. Oh no, I've got away. I don't know what happened there. There was no countdown. There was no nothing. Just weird. Just weird. And I know it's only little things. I know it's only little things. And I don't know whether this is just my save or whether this is affecting everybody. If you guys want to give that a try, that'd be cool. This is a bit odd. It wasn't exactly a great or affluent system, but there's a lot of planets that are saying aggressive sentinels. Sometimes, though, it says aggressive sentinels, and I land, I don't even see a sentinel. Oh, okay, cool. It looks like somebody's tried to cheer me up. Jensen Nash has just dropped me. Ah, you are amazing. Man, Jensen, at least that's put a freaking smile on my face, my friend. Thanking you. That does mean a lot, that does mean a lot, but... 07, buddy. Thanking you. There we go. Let's give you an 07. Thanking you. Nice one. But I'm thinking maybe of just doing news videos. You know, like how Craze does? Where he does news videos, top tip videos, that sort of thing. I might move to doing that sort of model. Because playing live, I think I'll still do the Quicksilver missions each weekend, so the Fridays. But on Tuesdays, I'll probably do a live stream of sorts, but it'd probably just be getting Quicksilver and saving up for the next thing that drops. Because at the moment, this sort of stuff, it's... Yeah, it just feels like it's not quite how it should be for exploration, is it, really? I mean, this is a beautiful planet again. It's another lush planet. Sorry, what colour is the grass on this one? Oh, it's green again. Okay, cool. And let's see what the Sentinel does. Is it aggressive? Are you aggressive? It's scanning me. Yeah, it is aggressive. You don't know if they're aggressive or not until you really land now, because sometimes that marker, like I say, it's... There you go, there's one of the Megan creatures I was on about, with the backside wobble. I see these Megan creatures everywhere. So, a lot of these Megan creatures have this sort of makeup, where they've got this back end that's really wide, and it's got these lanterns on... I see the lanterns on the back quite a lot as well. That head, though, that head I haven't seen for quite some time, and I really like the actual texture that's on this one. This one looks quite pretty for a Megan creature. It's quite nice. Right, okay, awesome. Well, it's another... Oh, we just got... Did that just fly out the ground? I'm fairly sure that just flew out the ground. Let's have a look at him. Let's have a look at him. So, has he got a bat face? Yes, he's got a freaking bat face. That's almost the same as that one I showed you earlier. But it's just a different freaking colour. Yeah. I've just kind of lost the sort of... the level of passion that I once had. Because... I guess it's because I've been watching a lot of the modded gameplay. And I see that every single planet can look very different. Let's have a look at this one. Let's... Yep. Okay. That is quite cool. See, that's quite cool. That's actually... That's redeemed my faith slightly. That is actually really quite sweet. I like that one. That's quite nice. That was cool to see that. I like that one. But I bet you if I went to about another 8 planets, I'll probably see something very similar. Right, let's see what happens if we get the cooldown inside of the atmosphere in the ship. Let's see if that goes to 2-star, or whether that just zeroes out. Here we go. Let's see. Go on, disappear. It's another freaking 10 seconds. It's bizarre. It never used to do that. I'm sure it just used to disappear after about 3 seconds. There you go. Good. Yeah, so you know what? I don't think I will carry on to 2 hours. Because it's just going to be me whinging. It's just going to be me moaning about stuff that I've got no control over. So I'm going to head back to the station. And I'll wave you guys out. What I do next time, rather than do... I think I'm going to... If I come across Diplos in the hub, I come across Diplos in the hub. I don't think I'm going to go looking for them anymore, because it's doing my freaking head in. Mainly because a lot of the other fauna that I am finding looks so similar. I'd rather just see them, and they're just subtly there, rather than inspect them, because inspecting the fauna in great detail has just opened up a whole nother can of disappointment. Because now I'm not only disappointed with the variety of the planets, I'm actually disappointed with the variety of the creatures. Yeah. And at the moment, the nicest thing I find is the spatial anomalies that you come across. So I saw one today, and it was a giant gek head in space. It looked like the remains of an atlas around it. It was freaking awesome. I was well impressed. That was great. That was good. But yeah, I just want moments like that on planet surfaces, and yeah. There we go. Anyone else like the games on this month's... Oh, I haven't looked. I haven't looked to see what's available. What games are available, the shizzle? What's free this month? Don't say Red Dead. I've just gone and freaking bought it. That'd be a freaking... That would be my freaking luck. Alright, let's just scroll back up a bit. Cactus run away. Sentinels after you. Like flies on poop. Definitely. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. What the fudge? Hold on, let me just scroll up a little bit further. We'll scroll to Jason's, and then I'll scroll down from there. And Jensen's. Yeah, I like the biomes to be proc gen. Heck yes, they definitely need to be. None of this set biomes crap. None of this patterns rubbish. They need to get rid of that. Cosmic race is not a fact. We need more new biomes. It's a possibility to expand each one with more variation and diversity. Definitely. Copy and pasted animals are from the engine being coded. Oh yeah, I kind of replied to that one. Cactus definitely coded this on purpose. I kind of agree with Thunder. I just don't understand why. I don't understand why they made it so every single planet has to have life all of a sudden. I just don't get that. Oh wow, look at that fighter. Isn't that something? That's really quite cool. Now the ships have got a lot of freaking variety, and you look at ships and ship hunting. Maybe ship hunting is something I need to do more of, because yeah, I love ships, but then I did the NMSA card game, didn't I? And if you do something too much, that's the thing. You have to do things in No Man's Sky in moderation. If you do it in too much, if you focus just on one thing, you're going to get bored relatively quickly, because it is very repetitive. If I was just doing ship hunting for 6 or 7 episodes, I'm sure I'd get a little bit bored of seeing the same sort of ships come in, until you come across something really groovy. But that's just too far and few between now. And I'm talking from somebody that's been playing for like 1,000 odd hours. There's some people out there who've been playing for a lot longer than that. But yeah, I'm just seeing too many patterns now. So for me, I think just doing the Quicksilver missions and saving up for the new Quicksilver items is probably where I'm going to get the most enjoyment. So I'm going to focus on doing that on my videos, and on the Fridays doing the weekend missions. So on Tuesdays I'll do 3 Quicksilver missions. On the Fridays I'll do myself the weekend mission, and I think that's all I'm going to be focusing on for No Man's Sky. And also the news videos, do news videos, because at the moment I think I'm getting a bit burnt out and seeing exactly the same stuff until we get a new update. I think that's where my focus is going to be, especially now I've got my hub assembled. I'm happily feature people's bases. If you've got a base you want featured, just message me and I'd cover that, not a problem. Or if you find a decent multi-tool that doesn't change in the freaking cabinet, let me know and I'll feature that sort of stuff. If you can do that in the NMSA hub, That'd be help. Yeah, I'd happily jump anybody over to the NMSA hub. That'd be great. But yeah, that's kind of me done for today. So yeah, we'd end up on the hour. So you guys have been freaking awesome. Thank you for tuning in. And sorry I just spent the whole episode moaning. But yeah, I wasn't in a good mood because of that comment that I had earlier. Anyway, cheerio for now. Goodbye all. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. So here we go. I'm ending off the stream. I know it's an hour in, but yeah, we go. So I'm going to just end off on here, and there'll be links to more content by moi, and yeah, links to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you.